Hey everyone, and welcome. I am bringing you finally apple butter, well, I should call it Instant Pot apple butter with red hots from applesauce. This I have not been able to find, and I've done my research. If you found one, then that's great, but I can't find one. So, and hello. I wanted to do something different, so I compiled a variety of different recipes together to try to make. I compiled different ingredients from different recipes, trying to figure this out. This is going to be an experiment, total experiment, and I'm bringing y'all with me, so hang on. But yeah, we're going to use the Instant Pot to bring, I believe, like I said, it's an experiment, to bring to pressure for 5 to 10 minutes and then turn it to saute for however long it takes to thicken this applesauce up. I'm going to add all my ingredients. I have a bag of cinnamon imperials, which are the same as red hots for the cinnamon, so I'm going to add that. And all my ingredients, I have to get all that together. I'm just starting this out. It should make like 8 pint jars from what I calculated. So we'll see how many it makes. I have a little more applesauce than what I saw other people using. They were using 15 to 16 cups. These are unsweetened. You also want to use unsweetened applesauce. What this does is this cuts out from having to slice corn peel or whatever with the apples. But this is 3 servings at a ½ cup each. I wanted to show you real quick the stand that I had mentioned. If you saw my chai tea video, which I put out last, which you need to go see, I'll put the link for that up here. But this is the stand I found on Amazon for $9.99. This thing is awesome. I used it for the chai tea video, but I don't like it as much in the kitchen. It's easier to have it hooked like to my side table and sit there and not have to hold my phone. It's called the Lazy Bracket mobile phone or cell phone holder. So it's pretty awesome. I love it. Okay, and I also forgot to mention that I'm using the Presto Digital Pressure Canner. I'm water bath canning. Let's see if you can see that. Can't really see it, but I have the jars warming. So this is an electric water bath canner. So I have the jars in here warming. You can only, in this canner, you can only water bath can pints and half pints. Okay, so over here I have the Instant Pot, which is also a pressure cooker, not canner. So I have the manual, I have saute. Those are the 2 I'm going to be using. So, and here's all my applesauce. I've undone all the, rinsed all the lids off. And some of them are expiring soon, some are already expired. It's perfectly fine. So I needed to use all this applesauce up, and I've been promising certain people, that I would bring this video, and I finally got around to it. So what I'm gonna do, I'll put y'all on the tripod in just a second. I need to remove all my gadgets. You can alter it. You can add, take away, whatever. So what I'm gonna do, let me throw all these cans away and I'll bring y'all right back. Okay, I gathered all my ingredients while I was throwing the cans away. I'm sipping my coffee. Oh, I didn't get the white sugar out. I need to remember that. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to add 1 3/4 cups of brown sugar. Can't really see that well. That's close. Like I said, I'm winging it, so it may not be perfect. Okay, so that's the brown sugar. I need to make some more. I will show you how to do that. I'm also going to add, and I put the Instant Pot on sauteed just to get it heated up. I'm going to add 1 cup. Might be a little much, but this is a lot of applesauce. Red Hots. I wasn't going to do that till the end, but I changed my mind. I need to go ahead and get the white sugar so I don't forget. And I did have applesauce. I don't have any apple cider. So it says cane or white. I don't have a whole lot of cane sugar. I want to save it, so I'm using white sugar. So it says 4 1/4 cups. That's a lot of sugar. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to do 3 1/2. I'm not going to go overboard. If I need to add more, I will. You gotta also remember you're adding all this other stuff. Like I said, I only put it on saute just to get it started heating up while I'm adding everything. What is next? Nope, that's not next. 6 tablespoons of bottled lemon juice. Since this is getting canned, I do not want to use fresh. I want to use bottled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Lemon juice done. 3 teaspoons of vanilla extract. 1, 2, 3, close enough. 4 teaspoons of cinnamon. This is Watkins cinnamon. And we are distributors. 1, 2, 3. So if you're interested in any Watkins products, then contact Off the Wall Prepper or myself. And I don't have any clove. I need clove, but I do not. I mean, I have clove. I don't have nutmeg. I don't have. And it called for ½ teaspoon, so I'm just going to have to go without it. So I need 2 teaspoons of ground clove. And I have that here. Okay. Pumpkin pie spice. This is a Parmesan cheese shaker lid. 1.5 teaspoons. Oh, that was a half. Wasn't it? No, that was a whole. Okay. My half's over here. 1.5 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. These measurements are hard to see on here. I think I'm going to add a little extra of this. Okay, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm using kosher salt. I'm not using iodized. 1/2 teaspoon, got it. Okay. And then the next thing I need to add is the apple juice, 1 cup. Where's my cup? Oh, right here. And you have to have water, apple juice, or apple cider. Let's go ahead and do what I said. I'm going to turn it off. Turn it off. I'm going to put the lid on. I'm going to do manual 5 minutes. And I'm going to see what that does. And it is on sealing. And I'm going to see what that does. And then if I need to go longer, I just need to get it cooking, like bubbling. So let me see what this does for a few minutes, and I'll do a quick release, and then I'll bring you back to see what the results are. Okay, so I took the lid off, released the pressure, took the lid off. I did add the rest of the candies. There wasn't much left. It didn't have as much cinnamon flavor as I wanted. And this cinnamon candy is a different flavor than just cinnamon, like pure cinnamon. But I put it back on manual. Saute rather. So I am having to stir this constantly to keep it from burning on the bottom. So basically the same thing you'd have to do in a pot on the stove. And this you want this to reduce down some. It's reduced down a little. It was to there. I don't know if you can see. It's reduced down a little. Not enough. I'm thinking these people might be right. Even though I'm doing it in the Instant Pot now, like I said, as an experiment. But I'm thinking the Crock Pot or if you have a large roaster would be good. I just figured since it's already to this stage from the applesauce, instead of having to use apples, that it would be way faster and easier. Okay, like I said, it was an experiment. My arm got tired. I gave up. 30 minutes later, it's still not, I don't know, it hasn't reduced like I want it to. So what I'm going to do is put it in the crock pot. I have it sitting on the other side of the kitchen, ready to go. That's way too watery. It needs time. Like it was almost trying to burn on the bottom. It was popping and splattering everywhere. And yeah. So I'm going to change this to Crock Pot, even though I showed you, whoops, don't do that. Even though I showed you Instant Pot, I'm switching it completely up. Yeah. This is now going to be Crock Pot applesauce into apple butter with Red Hots. So that's basically what the title is going to be. So if you made it this far, I'm switching it. So yeah. So what I'm going to do is take the pot out of, it's warm but it's too hot to carry over there. I'll let it sit a few minutes to see what it would do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carry the whole pot over to the crock pot and pour it in there and let it sit overnight. Then I'll have to come back, warm my jars of my water back up in my canner that I have ready already, and then finish this in the morning when I wake up, because it's already 1:14 in the morning. Okay, so it filled my crock pot completely up. This is a big Cuisinart, so I already have it set. I'm going to put the lid on. So I will bring y'all back in the morning. I have this set to high right now. Before I go to bed, I'll set it on low. I'll let it cook all night. Hopefully it'll be reduced down enough. Okay, y'all, I'm back. 24 hours later. Oh my goodness. Never in my life. Never would have imagined. This apple butter is still not quite as thick as I wanted it, but it will have to do, because I'm not going to cook apple butter for days and days and days. So yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. It's ridiculous. So I wound up, word of advice, the Instant Pot does not work, at least for me. If you can get it to work, that's great. I was hoping it would have, but that's the whole idea, what I wanted to do. And this is not a complete canning guide, by the way. The whole idea of what I wanted to do was to shorten everything, make everything easier, do the applesauce into apple butter in the Instant Pot, can it in the electric pressure canner, which is right here. You can see it. It's the Presto Digital Pressure Canner. So if you haven't seen one yet, that's what it is. See if I can get y'all back over here. So, I mean, it's not bad. I'll see if I can show. See if I can do this without it dripping everywhere. So it's still not as thick as I wanted it, but I did have to add I think it was a little over 2/3 of a cup of fruit pectin, which is about the same as Sure Gel. It's the Amish version of it, and so I had to add a little over 2/3 of a cup of that to the crock pot to get the apple butter to thicken up. So just a tip. I guess I needed to do it because it wasn't with actual apples. So that's kind of making me wonder how much apple is really in applesauce. I mean, for real. I mean, it was crazy. Why would it take 24 hours? I don't get it. I guess I could have shown you this before I put the ring on and everything, but I'm tired. I just did another video, which is going to be a premiere for Wednesday morning, so it should be out before this one. This one was supposed to be out first, but it looks like that's not going to happen unless I can edit and switch them around. I'm not sure yet. And I do have my jars hot in the pressure canner already too, by the way. I will add, I just tasted this, and oh my goodness, it's the best apple butter. It has the most flavor than I've ever tasted before. It's really, really good. So maybe it was worth it. I imagine so. So I can show y'all how close I got it. Can't really see, but it's almost to the very top. Okay, locked. Shut that down. This gets taken off because it is not going to pressurize. And I'm doing it for 25 minutes just for an extra few minutes, extra 5 minutes or whatever. It should be 20. I always do it for a little extra. So it is 12:40 a.m. Wednesday morning. I started this at 11:45 p.m. to Monday night. Yeah, Monday night. So, yeah, 25 hours later, they're finally went in the canner. This is crazy. What do I get myself into? But you live and learn. You don't know otherwise, right? Have trial and error. Try it and figure out what works. So, I guess it's all about the gadgets. One day I'll get an all-American canner or a Presto canner, regular canner. And then I'll have to learn all over again because this one is completely different. There we go. I have a whole extra pint to go in the refrigerator. Okay, I'm back. 1:41 a.m. Yay. Okay, so I was wrong. It actually holds 8. I totally forgot. So these two are the ones that were extra. These did not get processed. These will go in the refrigerator. And these are the ones that I canned, and all the lids popped. Obviously these did not. I went ahead and wrote on them. So I appreciate y'all watching. This has been a labor of love, let me tell you what. Oh my goodness. Me and my little experiments. I guess that'll serve me right, huh? Anyways, y'all have a great day. And I will catch you on the next one. Thank you, and God bless.